My dear viewers, today we're going to talk about your Dawate Islami. And the more you get to know about this beautiful organization of Dawate Islami, the more you learn to respect it and love it. So I request all of our viewers to give a few moments of your time and watch this beautiful presentation on your Dawate Islami. Dawate Islami was established in 1981 through the efforts of a courageous man. Later on, the world witnessed the magnitude of which Quran and Sunnah was served all around the world. The aim of this organization was that I must strive to rectify myself and the people of the whole world.
It's Dawate Islami, it's arrived to rectify the people, it's all over the world.
In a short while, this work spread from Karachi to other cities in Pakistan. This message of Quran and Sunnah continued to spread so much that it reached many countries as well. At the beginning of Dawate Islami, religious lectures were started in masajid. A weekly religious gathering was held, and after that, congregations were held on a provincial level, and then on a national level, and then on an international level as well. Now we're going to talk about that department that produces Islamic scholars. The Ummah needs these Islamic scholars. The Ummah needs this ulama. And you can understand how important the ulama are for an Islamic society. Ulama al-Sunnat are very necessary for spreading the religious knowledge and well-being of Islam. By the grace of Allah Azza wa Jal, Dawate Islami established such a department that produces Islamic scholars. Such universities have been established where, along with religious knowledge, traditional education is also provided. The student is prepared to be a great leader in our society. You would also be glad to know that 1,319 branches of Jamiat al-Madinah have been founded on the national and international levels. And more than 107,000 male and female students are currently enrolled on these courses. And you would also be pleased to know that, alhamdulillah, around 20,000 students have completed this Dars al-Nizami's course, and they, in the majority of the cases, are now serving the deen. You can say that your Dawate Islami has provided thousands of Islamic scholars to the Ummah, and it does this every single year. The branches of Jamiat al-Madinah are not only restricted to Pakistan, but alhamdulillah are all around the world, such as in Nepal, Bangladesh, UK, Kenya, South Africa, Sri Lanka, the USA, Mozambique, Mauritius, Hong Kong, Canada, Spain, India, Malawi, Uganda, Tanzania, Italy as well. Viewers, let me tell you about another beautiful thing about this department. The medium of teaching in Jamiat al-Madinah is not just Urdu, but in English-speaking countries, English is used for teaching. Bengali is used where it's understood, and in the African countries, African languages are the medium of teaching. It is also understood that as the needs of the region are considered. Let me tell you another thing. In Pakistan, fiqh Hanfi is followed, but in other countries where fiqh Shafi is followed, or where other fiqhs are followed, the education provided is under that fiqh. This is such an awesome department. I would make a request here. People say that in every household there should be a doctor, in every household there should be a lawyer, in every household there should be an accountant. But within Dawate Islami, we say that in every household there should also be an alim ad-din. In every household there should also be faz as well. And we should also try and encourage our family members to be on this. Because inshallah Azza wa Jal, these people, the Hafiz al-Quran and the ulama ikram, they will intercede for their family on the day of judgment. And why should we not make our children an alim or an alima? Let's also turn our attention now to the Quran. The Holy Quran, as we all know, is a guide for us. It is the way of salvation. And Dawate Islami has made arrangements for making the Holy Quran reach every single home. We see the condition of the Ummah today, and we realize that the Ummah of the Prophet of Allah ﷺ is so far away from the teachings of the Quran. And that is one of the reasons that we are facing the difficulties that we're in. If we talk about January 2023, then there are 6,478 madaris of Dawate Islami. Yes, I'm not telling you the students, I'm telling you the number of settings. These are the branches of Madrasatul Madinah. By the grace of Allah Azza wa Jalla, there are over 288,000 students who are getting the education of the Quran free of charge. This includes both the boys and the girls. If we look at the benefits of our Madrasatul Madinah, then we know that over 101,000 wafas have been created. Allahu Akbar. And 338,000 children approximately have completed the Nazar al-Quran. Thus it can be said that 440,000 children have completed Hifz and Nazar education of the Quran through your Madrasatul Madinah. These are the services of the Department of Dawate Islami. Viewers, let us also learn about those thousands of branches of Madrasatul Madinah that are in operation. Again, not just in Pakistan, we see that branches are taking place in Sri Lanka, Oman, Malawi, Zimbabwe, Norway, the UK, South Africa, Hong Kong, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Nigeria, Italy, the USA, Indonesia, Australia, Bahrain, Mauritius, Mozambique, Sudan, India and Spain. Dawate Islami is playing its role in spreading the light of the Quran in these many countries. Thousands of children are getting religious education in Madrasatul Madinah. If we also want the light of the Quran to spread more in our homes, then we should also enroll our kids in Madrasatul Madinah and make them Hufaz of the Quran as well. Have them learn the right way of pronouncing the Quranic words so that in the light of the recitation continues to spread in your homes. When we talk about our Jamatul Madinas and our Madaras, some people say that we are spending a very busy life. It is hard for us to go to Jami. It is hard for us to get this education. What should we do in this situation? Alhamdulillah, your Dawate Islami has also provided a wonderful facility for them. There is an online Madrasatul Madinah. Yes, you can now learn the Quran sitting at your home, wherever in the world you are. And that too at a time which suits you. You can also do Dars Nizami, you can enroll on various courses. You could be seeing the details of some of the courses on the screen. Faizan Online Academy. A department of Dawate Islami is offering around 30 online courses. Faizan Online Academy is also another amazing department of Dawate Islami. Let me give you the stats of this department, such as the number of students. More than 21,000 students are getting religious knowledge. They're online from around 79 countries. Our teachers are Islamic brothers and Islamic sisters and are teaching them the knowledge of the Deen, the knowledge of Islam. It is interesting to know that an arrangement for veiling is also made here. Islamic brothers teach the men and Islamic sisters teach the sisters. You're also happy to know that 39,000 students have completed online courses so far. This is such a unique Madrasa and Islamic Online Institute, which is unparalleled. As you would be delighted to know that it has 47 branches that have been established so far. 38 are in Pakistan and 9 are abroad. We have a staff of almost 2,600 people who earn a living by the virtue of teaching the Quran and religion online. Our Islamic sisters in Faizan Online Academy, they earn a good living whilst observing the veil. Another wonder of Dawate Islami is that it creates employment too. Dawate Islami is playing an extending role in the elimination of unemployment. My dear viewers, whenever the word madrasa is mentioned, a sudden thought comes to one's mind that madrasa is only for children, where they learn the Holy Quran and religion, because adults often couldn't learn the Holy Quran and religion in their childhood. They hesitate about going somewhere to learn the religion. What venues do we have for these adults? Again, your Dawate Islami has done a wonderful job in providing Madrasatul Madinah Balagan for adults, for adult brothers and for adult sisters. These madaris were established for aged people as well as adults. If you see the way of learning there, some people go to work in the daytime. Madrasatul Madinah were established in the masajid where people learn at night, sometimes after Maghrib and sometimes after Isha. These businessmen and employers should come in the evening or at night, attend for at least 15 to 20 minutes, learn the Holy Quran without any fees as well. They correct the pronunciation, they get the religious knowledge, and they learn the Sunnah of the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It is not only for Islamic brothers but also for Islamic sisters, and madaris were established in neighborhoods and various homes for them. The aged women, i.e. the mothers, the sisters and the housewives who couldn't learn the Holy Quran in childhood have now corrected their pronunciation and they get religious knowledge through these madaris. But now they can spare some time from the routine and attend the madrasa for Islamic sisters for some time. My dear viewers, you would be amazed to know that alhamdulillah there are approximately 56,915 branches of Madrasatul Madina Balighan, in which adults are being taught. And currently more than 347,000 students have enrolled on these courses, alhamdulillah. Just look at the efforts of your Dawate Islami. Children can come to a madrasa, adults can learn in the evening classes, and then still if you don't have time, you can come and learn online. So that the Quran, the knowledge of the Quran, can come into your hearts and illuminate your households. Allahu Akbar. So Dawate Islami has established an Islamic schooling system, Darul Madina. And alhamdulillah, in addition to Pakistan, the branches of Darul Madina are present in many countries around the world. When you visit them, inshallah azza wa jal, you will be delighted to find the children honoring their parents, acting upon the Sunnah and learning the Holy Quran, as well as acquiring worldly studies. It means that we are so close to the days when you meet a doctor or an engineer or a degree holder who would also be a religious scholar, a hafiz of the Holy Quran, and a comforter of his parents too. Insha'Allah azza wa jal.
Your balls and drink the love of Nabi.
Right now, alhamdulillah, we have established almost 142 campuses all over the country and abroad, of which 98 are in Pakistan and 44 are overseas. Alhamdulillah, more than 34,000 students are getting religious and worldly education in our school system. This means that your Dawate Islami is providing that role in eliminating illiteracy all around the world and providing an education that people need. Besides Pakistan, alhamdulillah, is presenting services in India, UK, USA, Bangladesh, Nepal and South Africa also.
And drink the love of Nabi.
According to the rules of those countries, the requirements of the education system and the Islamic rulings have also been considered. And Darul Madina Islamic schooling system is training the children of those countries with a delicate balance. Alhamdulillah. To live a good life, asking questions from Muftiyan Akram, getting religious knowledge and taking Shari guidance is very necessary. Dawate Islami established Darul Ifta al-Sunnat in this country and abroad as well. Alhamdulillah, its branches are working in Pakistan as well as abroad. Darul Ifta al-Sunnat has no match in its services. It is quite unique. You can ask questions from Darul Ifta by visiting it via call or by WhatsApp as well. Shari guidance is also given by email as well. May Allah Azza wa Jal keep our Muftiyan Ikram safe. They answer the questions of the viewers on Madani channel and on social media as well. Alhamdulillah, various courses are taught by the scholars through Darul Ifta al-Sunnat, such as Namaz course, Zakat course, Farzalul course, so that the Shari knowledge of the people can increase. May Allah Azza wa Jal bestow more blessings on our Muftiyan Ikram. And from time to time, the books of these fatwas are published and they are uploaded on the internet, so that by any means people can live according to the Islamic rulings, taking Shari guidance and avoiding sins. We also have a department named Islamic Research Department, and this is there to provide the best and most authentic books to the whole Ummah, and we call it Al-Madinatul Ilmiya. It is a marvelous department where hundreds of scholars translate such Arabic books into Urdu that are out of the reach of people. They translate them into the easy Urdu and they write books on the new topics of the current requirement, circumstances and problems that the Ummah are facing. Then these books are given to us. In the books of Al-Madinatul Ilmiya, some are brilliant achievements. The books of this department are published by Maktabatul Madina. These books include not only Al-Madinatul Ilmiya books, but also the books of Amir al-Sunnat and Muftiyan Ikram. Alhamdulillah, right now, Maktabatul Madina is providing these books to the Ummah in Pakistan and abroad in a very splendid and appropriate way after translating them into various languages. You would also be delighted to hear, my dear viewers, that Dawate Islami has another department in which these books of Madinatul Ilmiya and the scholars of Ahl Sunnat are translated as well. The translation department currently is presenting its services in more than 42 different languages. Then Maktabatul Madina prints these books and spreads them all over the world. We can say that amongst the Islamic publishing organizations, Maktabatul Madina is one of the leading organizations throughout the world. It has sold millions and millions of books. But since this is the age of electronic media, we also need to serve the religion through media as well. Alhamdulillah, your Dawate Islami has launched its channel. After watching this channel, thousands of people who never prayed their salah are now praying their salah. Thousands of people who were disrespecting their parents are now respecting those parents. Thousands of people who used to commit all sorts of sins have now repented and reformed themselves. And this is all through the beautiful channel that Dawate Islami has provided to you, and that is Madani channel. Alhamdulillah, Madani channel in its programs are presented according to the Sharia. Dawate Islami is doing such a splendid work through media, which started to change the fates of the viewers who were sitting in the homes and started to change the manners of people. The programs on Madani channel are 100% Sharia compliant. There is no music on any of the programs of Madani channel. And these programs are there to make a change in the people, to reform the people, to change them sitting in the home and reform them in their manners and the following of the deen as well. I hope and pray that you will also join your Dawate Islami.
It's Dawate Islami. It's arrived to rectify the people. It's all over the world. It's Dawate Islami. It's arrived to rectify the people.